Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hello Word. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today as we delve into the fascinating world of vocabulary. Our word for today is check. It's an A2 level noun meaning an examination or verification. So, what exactly does check mean? In simple terms, it means to look at something carefully to make sure it's correct or safe. We use it all the time in everyday language. You might check your email, check the weather forecast, or even check your bank balance. It's all about making sure things are in order. Now, let's explore some synonyms for check. One good synonym is inspection. For example, the car failed its inspection. Another similar word is examination. Consider the sentence, the doctor performed a thorough examination. We can also use the word review. Here's an example. The manager will conduct a performance review. The word verification is also a synonym. For instance, a verification of her credentials was required. Lastly, consider the word audit. Here's an example. The company is undergoing an audit of its finances. Now, let's turn our attention to antonyms, words that have the opposite meaning of check. One antonym is ignore. Imagine this sentence, you can't ignore the problem and hope it goes away. Another antonym is neglect. For example, he neglected to check the oil in his car. We can also use the word overlook. For instance, the teacher overlooked a few minor errors. Consider the word disregard as another antonym. For example, they disregarded the warning signs. Lastly, we have the word skip. For example, I decided to skip checking my email this morning. So, how can you use check in everyday life? Well, think about things you do every day. Before you leave the house, you probably check that you have your keys and wallet. When you cook, you might check the oven temperature. If you're writing an email, you should check for spelling errors. Here are some more examples of check in sentences and phrases. Please check your spelling before submitting the assignment. I need to check my bank account balance. Check the expiration date on the milk before you drink it. The security guard will check your ID at the entrance. Double-check your work before handing it in. He gave the engine a quick check. Check is in the mail. An expression implying payment has been sent. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. An expression that means be aware of your own actions. Can I get a check, please? Asking for the bill at a restaurant. I need a checkup at the doctor. A routine medical examination. She wears a checkered shirt. Using check as an adjective referring to a pattern of squares. The chessboard is checkered. Similar to above, describing the pattern. He received a check for his birthday. Referring to a payment document. He's a checker at the grocery store. A person who scans and bags groceries. They put a check mark next to the completed tasks. A symbol to indicate completion. The check bounced. Referring to a check that cannot be cashed. The company performed a background check. Investigating someone's history. There was a baggage check at the airport. Examining luggage for security. Please check in at the front desk. Registering at a hotel or airport. He cashed a check at the bank. Exchanging a check for cash. The police performed a sobriety check. Examining someone for alcohol impairment. I need to check my flight status. Verifying the status of a flight. She sent me a check as payment. A form of payment. I always check the weather before going out. Verifying the weather forecast. In summary, check is an A2 level noun meaning an examination or verification. We learned synonyms like inspection, examination, review, verification, and audit, and antonyms like ignore, neglect, overlook, disregard, and skip. We also explored various ways to use check in everyday conversations and common expressions. Thank you for joining me on Hello Word today. I hope you found this episode helpful. If you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe and leave a review. Your support helps others find the show and learn English too. And now for your homework. Try to create your own sentence using the word check and share it as a comment under this video. I'm excited to see what you come up with. Happy learning!